Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of The Healthy You. This is the third part, and I think in the last 2 weeks I've mentioned 4 things to help us to evolve into the kind of person that we want, living a healthy lifestyle. I remember the first episode, I made mention of the fact that your health is important and there's a need for you to give attention to your health and to reassess where you are. And last week I mentioned the fact that you need to assess your definition of health. What does living a healthy life means to you? And I also concluded by saying that we all as individuals, we are responsible for our health. So today, I just briefly want to talk about you, your body, loving the body that you have. I know that gone are the days where we define being healthy by people's size. We all have different body shape and sizes, and we cannot, the age that we are in now, we cannot just put a particular size as the standard for measuring whether somebody is healthy or not. I'm aware that the society that is out there, the society is full of expectations and unrealistic standard that makes us loving our body, difficult, because diet culture, society, body shamers, unrealistic expectation from people, puts undue pressure on people to fit into a particular mode. So out there you find a lot of people that to them, they think they are pursuing a healthy lifestyle, but at the back of their mind is because there is a gross dissatisfaction, a deep-seated dissatisfaction with the kind of body they have. So that becomes like a driving force, because maybe somebody has commented, oh, you used to be size 10, after 2 children you are 14, and that just hit them under the belt, and everything about their life is, let me say I can get back to my previous size, which is my size 10. So you have a lot of people out there, they have difficulty accepting their body, accepting themselves the way they really are. There's so much comparison, wanting to be somebody else, wanting to be like the picture of somebody that I saw, and I think I like that, and I think I should be able to measure up to that. Whereas we all have different genetic disposition, which has influenced the kind of body shape and the kind of body type that we all have. And this, to really pursue a healthy lifestyle, something that is you, something that originates with you, a lifestyle that you own, a lifestyle that you are responsible for, the kind of lifestyle that stays with you for life. It doesn't matter where you are. You have to be able to own your decision. You have to come to a point where you are doing it for yourself. You are doing it because you deserve to be taken care of. You are looking after your body because your body matters to you. And, let's talk about it. If you don't have this body, you will not be here. So if you don't really take care of your body, and I'll just mention, 4 things that we can do briefly to help us to change our perception about how we look at ourselves. It doesn't matter what size you are. I belong to a lot of group and a lot of platform, and sometimes some of the platforms I belong to, it's like everything about the platform is about dieting, and sometimes I'm just wondering, is this the kind of life that people want? I don't want to live that kind of life. I don't want to live a life where the whole of my life is centered on dieting, losing weight, dieting, losing weight, dieting, losing weight. You lose the spice out of living when that is all health means to you. And part of it has to be this unrealistic expectation that everybody must be this particular size. Love your body, love the size that you are, and put things in place that can help you to achieve the kind of body shape you can maintain for life. The kind of body shape, if you are overweight, if you are obese, Of course, it's advisable that you lose weight. Even in going about losing your weight, it is advisable that you do it in a safe way, in a way that you can maintain. Even if you go on a crash diet and you lose the weight, as long as you don't change your lifestyle, I guarantee you, in a couple of months, you're going to put the weight back on. So how can we love our body? How can you love the body that you have? How can you love this imperfect body? You know, you meet a lot of people, oh, I like your body. First thing they say, they begin to point out areas in their life, in their body they are not comfortable with. Why? Because there is self-rejection. So the thing is, how can you love the body you have? Your body might not be perfect. And you know, this is very, I think, common among women, especially after childbirth. I remember several years ago, I used to have a client. She was, I think she was a size 10 and an exercise addict, and you know, she eats well. I mean, she does all the right thing. And you know, because of childbearing, she has this little bit of flap around her lower abdomen. And no matter how much she exercises, you know, the thing just stays. And she always feels so bad. And one time we just started talking and I said, you know what? We just have to face reality. That sometimes the price of childbearing, we just have to wait for life. And I will never forget what one South African lady said. She was there listening to our conversation. And she seems to have the perfect body, everything in order. And you know what she did? She just opened her body to all of us in the changing room that day to look at. She said, look at me. I had to go and do liposuction because I couldn't stand it. So here we all are, same changing room, women talking about women's stuff. One person was lamenting about the price of motherhood because of her stomach. And another person was saying, you know what? You might look at me, I think I have a perfect shape, but this is what I did. You know, so we all go through different things. So the starting point is accept where you are. You might not have the perfect shape. Being healthy is not about perfection, but it's about taking care of your body in a meaningful way that will give you energy to be able to fulfill your purpose here on earth, not necessarily to meet society expectation. So the first thing is, how do you see yourself? When you look into the mirror, how do you see yourself? Do you see yourself like you look at yourself in the mirror and you see yourself as you want to be, or as you used to be, or the way you really are now? And I think it's good to face reality and say, you know what? As much as I would like to be size 14 or size 12, at the moment, I'm a size 16. I love my body. I accept myself, and I'm going to put things in place to help me to achieve my desired size or my desired weight loss program. And the second thing is, what do you say to yourself? You know, we all have this internal dialogue within us. We all have things that we say. And you know, thoughts are things. The things we say to ourselves affects our emotion, and it affects our action as well. So what do you say to your body? What do you say to yourself about your body? Oh, I'm hungry and this and that. And of course, saying negative things will definitely affect somebody's self-esteem. So how can you look after your body? Number one, when you look at yourself, do you see yourself in a positive way? Number two, your self-talk. What do you say to yourself? Then the third one is by practicing self-acceptance. You might not have the kind of perfect, I don't have a perfect body shape, but I love my body shape the way it is. Yes, I wish maybe some areas are not like that, but that's the reality of life. That's my genetic disposition. There's nothing I can do about that. But within that frame, I can put habits in place that can help me to live well. So there's a need to practice self-acceptance. There's a need to face reality and stop comparing yourself with somebody else. Nobody is your standard. You are your own standard, and you are the one that has the right to be able to set the kind of standard you can control and you can manage. And the last one, which is what I've also mentioned, is be grateful for what you have. Stop comparing yourself, you see, with somebody else, because you don't know what they're doing in secret. I told you just the example I gave you about two women that were all in the changing room. One was lamenting about a, you know, a lower abs flat that refuses to go after years of, you know, exercising and trying to live well. And the other one said, you know what, this is what I did, and you know, looking at her, she seems to have a perfect body shape because she did something. So you don't know what people are doing, you know, behind closed door. So when you are comparing yourself with somebody else, you are exposing yourself to negative energy, things. And most of the time, we tend to compare ourselves to people that we feel are doing better than us, and it makes us feel bad about ourselves. So love your body. Is God's temple. Is the instrument that you have to be able to achieve what you are here to achieve on earth. And if you don't treat your body, and of course, if you see your body in a negative light, it will affect the kind of choices that you make. So things I've said today, I'm very sure they are not new. They are things that we have heard, but it's just to remind us, all these things are foundation. If all these things are not in place, even when you begin to take steps to say you want to embrace a healthy lifestyle, you just find yourself going back because you have a lot of, you know, default foundation in your belief system about what an healthy life should be. So remember, your body matters. We all come in different body shape, different body size. Accept yourself the way you are and put habits that you can maintain for life. And when you put habits that you can maintain for life, let it be that you are doing it for yourself, because you are a valuable person and you deserve to be treated well with respect and honor. And if you don't treat yourself well, then don't expect somebody else to treat you well. So the starting point is treat yourself well by looking after your body, accept what you have, and stop comparing yourself with somebody else. So I hope you have learned something today. Till next time I come your way, keep putting things in place that will help you this year to become the healthy you. Bye for now.